How's our night? Oh God. Okay, I took a walk because I was reading a message I saw in my DM. Did you save it before you did you save it? Mary V. This even in this meeting. I can't see him in the meeting. So if you're excited to be here this morning, can I get a thumbs up in the DM in the all right. So is anybody willing to pray for us? Anybody before we start? Anybody wants to pray for us? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Okay, let me pray. In Jesus' name, in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we thank you, Lord, for this morning. Father, we thank you, Lord, for all that we set to do today. Father, Lord, we understand everything that we do, oh Lord. We are not confused at any point. And this class will go smoothly as it ought to. For in Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Okay, so is anybody willing to or volunteering to show me their homework? I actually want to see everybody's own. The only time where I may not see yours is if maybe you're using your phone and you're streaming from your laptop. If you're not doing that, I want to see your homework. So if you are ready to share your screen, let me know so that I can make you host so that you can share your screen. Is that fine? So if you are ready, just let me see a thumbs up in the group chat if you're ready to share your screen. Oh yeah, if you're ready to share your screen, let me get a thumbs up.
Please, I want to open it on my laptop, Zoom on my laptop, so I can try and share mine. So I'm working on that.
Okay. So apart from Elise, nobody else. It's actually everybody that is going to share. So it's not, this one is not an exception. Is Fatima in this meeting? Eniola, why are you waiting for the weekend before you submit?
Good morning. My system battery is bad, like it's bad. So yesterday, there was no light on my system, so I could not even do the assignment. The charge that I charged my system was just for today's class. My system is It's something else. So I'm trying that I'll meet up by maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'll try to meet up and submit.
So let's try
Please,
possible.
I've been able to connect.
Okay, who said I've been able to connect? Elise.
Elise, yes. So the name is Elise PC.
Okay. All right, so I've made yours. So let's try our possible best to, like, I know it's beyond our control sometimes, right? So if you know that they've not given you light for a long time, you can just try to save your this thing. What's the name? Your battery, right? For the next class, if you know you have class tomorrow, I know you have NEPA lights. Okay.
Okay, so this is my work.
Mhm.
I wasn't able to finish because I had something like a family something throughout. So I did it throughout the night actually, but I didn't finish because I was really
Okay.
tired. But at least I did. It was left to just two.
Wow.
So this is the first one that you asked us to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is the second assignment. Table 1,
Mm-hmm.
table 2, table 3, table 4, table 5, table 6. I didn't really get what they were saying in table 6, but from what I read, this is what I did.
Okay,
So
I'll see what table 6 is so that I can
okay.
tell you what to do.
Okay, table 7, table
Mm-hmm.
8, table 9, and table 10. I was doing table 11, but I kept having issue with the code. Like I wanted to do the VR something, and it
Mm-hmm.
just kept the horizontal one.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't it wasn't working. So I don't know. So it got me. So I had to stop because the horizontal thing wasn't going.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I don't know what the issue was. I used the same syntax, but
Yeah.
at the first one, it was showing the horizontal line only at the bottom. And so I just decided to clean everything since I wasn't able to get it. Probably later in the day, I would try and see what was wrong.
Okay, so that was what? Which table? Which of the tables?
Table 11. No, table 12, actually.
Okay, table 12 is actually horizontal line, right?
Yes.
But which of the syntax did you use?
I used the TR into bracket border bottom, then I give the attributes 1 pixel solid and black, but it was only appearing at the bottom.
Oh, okay, it does not appear at each line.
Yes,
So for you to
so
make it
this is
appear at each line, right? You're supposed
mm,
to do it like you're supposed to do TR, right? So there's always every TR. So it's the TR you're supposed to style. You're not supposed to style one TR. You're supposed to style all the TRs. So if you're going to style all the TRs, you're supposed to use inline styling, whereby you recall TR
okay.
in the what head. In the head. So there'll be an element called style in the head. Then you do TR there.
Okay.
You understand? You
Okay, so
see
what I
where
did
it's
was
important.
okay, sorry.
Okay, talk.
What I did was I did the styling, the CSS at the top. So I gave it a class, and then
Okay.
I indicated the ID of the TR, but it still wasn't doing. I guess it's because I was rushing. I would see probably I missed something.
Okay. You gave it a class name so it to be unique because there are many
Yes,
TRs, right? Okay.
yes. So I did the styling in the head
Okay.
section, not in the body.
Is the styling the one that has class 10? Is it class 10?
Which class 10?
What I can see
No.
on your screen. I mean table
Okay, so
10
this
rather.
is this is table 10. No, I had to delete that one. I actually made that one. I gave it a different class. That is table 11. Since I'm
Okay.
already using table 10, I already styled table 10 differently. So let me
Oh.
show you the styles I've done. The
Then which other
CSS
one do
code.
you say you didn't get? You see that I should share my assignment. I can do correction. Because it's not also by doing the assignment. There's sometimes that you can make a mistake, right? So always make sure you do your assignment, and you share your screen when I'm telling you to, because it's for your own good. All right. So which other one do you say you could not do?
So I didn't attempt 11 because I
Not
skipped it.
11. That one I say you didn't
Okay.
understand what was there.
Okay, that was table 6. From the reading, it seemed like it said that we should only provide border in the middle one, but then
Yes.
it highlighted it as green, like the border color is green. So probably I
Mhm.
should also change the border color to
Exactly.
green.
Just the border color
Okay,
you change.
okay, then let me do that to table 6. And also, it was quite difficult, to be honest, because some of the things were not exactly on on the 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 W3 school. So
Oh.
I observed something. I was trying to do the round borders. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I was trying to do the round borders. That's
Mhm.
this round borders.
Mhm.
And then I used collapse, like border collapse, and then I noticed it wasn't working. And at first, I didn't know that if you use border collapse, you can't use, like, if you use border radius, it would not reflect. So that was
Oh.
something, yes, that was something I observed. Because I kept doing it and I was like, I've put border radius. How come it's not showing? How come it's not reflecting? What am I
Mhm.
doing wrong? So I went to the W3 school, went to their work and tried editing what they had done. And then as I was editing it, I edited out the border collapse unintentionally actually. And then I noticed that it was not coming. And each time I put it, it doesn't reflect. The border radius doesn't reflect. So that was an observation I made.
Oh. Right. Well done. Thank you for sharing, Elise. So can
Yeah,
you
thank
see
you.
the usefulness of actually doing the what homework? You would actually learn more. Apart from learning more, you make some observation that she did, and now that she's sharing her screen, I can put her through, right? So like you said, Elise, I guess because you use that border collapse, right?
Yes.
That was what did not make your border radius show, because you're saying that the border should collapse. That is, you should not show anything.
Mm,
So no matter if you
okay.
use your border radius, it's not going to show. Especially if you use your border collapse first before your border radius. The border collapse means
Mm,
that collapse the borders, like don't show any border. So you're not putting border
okay.
radius, so it will not show, because in the first
Mm,
place, border collapse means that you should not put anything at all. Do you understand?
mm, yes. Okay, so I've corrected the other one. Let me share it.
All
Let me
right.
share it. So this is it.
Yeah.
Table 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. So do you know why? Do you know why the other borders are not showing?
I didn't put it because she didn't
Exactly.
say we should put the other borders. So I don't know. Okay, I'll put it though, but I didn't put it.
I thought you
I
put.
should
I
know
don't
that.
know if because you use border collapse there, right? That's why that one
Yes,
was
like,
acting like that. That's why I just wanted to comment.
thank you.
Well done, Elise.
Can I stop sharing now?
Yes, I can option. This is really making me happy and excited. All right. So is Meruvi here now? Meruvi, are you in class now?
Yes, I'm in class now.
All right. So I don't know if you can share your screen or if you saved it. Did you save that? Did you save the work?
I saved the work
Okay. Where
and
did you save it?
the assignment folder.
Okay. Can you access the folder from your File Explorer?
Yes, I can access the file, but it's empty.
Okay. So when you now opened it, everything was like empty, like
Yes,
nothing. Even the one you
nothing
were
was
doing
there.
before.
I finished. I finished. Then
Okay.
the last one it wasn't really perfect. So I was trying to find out what was wrong. And that was when my laptop just froze. So I first restarted it and I came back. I just saw usually when I come back to VS Code, it loads where I stopped. So I was just, when it loaded it, it was just empty. I just don't know. I've been trying to retrieve it. I don't know how to go about this.
I don't
And
think
if it's
there's
possible.
actually any way to retrieve it, right?
Just
If it's that you saved it, you should have been like if it's that you saved it, you can really get it back. But you said you were still working on
No,
it,
I
so
saved, and it's on auto save as
it's
well.
on auto save.
Yes,
Try reopening it on Visual Studio Code. Did you try reopening the
yes,
file from your
no,
file explorer?
yes, I've done that.
Can I see how you saved it on your file? Or better still, like try reopening from your file explorer. Yes.
It's still not opening. It's not opening.
Did it work?
No,
It's still the same thing.
yeah.
Oh, I'm really sorry because I know you'd have kept in a lot of work into
Yeah.
your homework, and it's really sad for it to have been deleted.
Yeah, I have issues with the first one, but I basically stayed up night for this, and when the whole stuff went off, I was so pissed off. But my question for the first one is that
Mhm,
that was the one you asked us to screenshot and work on.
mhm,
My table, I got the cold span and row span and so on,
mhm,
but the margins, like the cell rows, were
mhm.
not in the center.
All right. The cell rows, right?
Yes.
Is it the okay? If you want to make this, is it the ones you kept?
Or okay, let me just quickly run it. We can go on with the class. I'll share with you later.
All right, all right. So that I'll be able to know exactly what it is and what not.
All right.
Oh yeah, anybody? Not anybody. Everybody's actually supposed to share their screen. Mr. Ezra, I'm expecting you to share your screen. Ozioma, Adedamola, Christabel, Daniel, Elizabeth, Uneku, Idris, Peace, Aderonke, Pam, Daniel, Oyenike.
Please, I've edited the table 6 to fit what the instruction was.
Was okay.
I sent the
They can
picture to
share
the
them.
group. Yes, I sent the picture to the
Okay,
group.
that's Ellis. Okay,
Yes.
Ellis' father. All right, all right. Well done, Ellis.
Thank
Peace,
you.
where is your homework? Daniel, Idris, Elizabeth, Aderonke. I'm still waiting for
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? My laptop just did fall yesterday afternoon, and I asked the engineer to fix it up. So it's promising me tomorrow. So I don't know how
That will be, I'll submit my own as soon as the laptop comes, please.
All right. No problem.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So the issue I have is, one, I just joined yesterday, so some of the things that I joined were still kind of blurry. And two, my system is literally a desktop because the battery is not working at all. So I can only use it when there's lights. And currently there is no lights. So I'm using my phone to join the class currently. And yesterday I used my phone. So when there's light, I'll try to like do all the assignments from the days I missed till yesterday or today. Like by the weekend, I have to go to a place where there will be lights during the weekend to do the assignments. Apologies, please.
All right.
Okay, I
hello,
sent
For
ma.
everybody that is submitting the assignment over the weekend, hope we all know ourselves. Because I'm going to ask you by on Monday.
I
No
sent
ma.
my group chat. I don't. Okay, but if you want me to share screen, I can share my screen. But I
Yes,
sent.
share your screen. I want to see so that I
But
can
I've been saying
do
since
correct.
that they should make me co-host because I can't share my screen without being a co-host.
Okay.
Sorry, you see another piece, so you let me resave it as piece because I'm using both my phone and my system. It's my device that was. Let me rename it to piece.
Don't worry, I've seen it.
Okay.
Okay, so after peace, Ijai, I'm going to add you, yeah?
Okay, can you say it?
Yes, I can see it. Okay. Okay. Did you do everything?
Yes, I did everything. This is the assignment 2
Okay.
or assignment 1.
Do you have
But
any issues?
the only issue I had was here, the 8th and 9th table. This particular line here, I don't even know how it happened, but I had like serious challenge trying to remove it. I don't know how come it's there, but I did everything I could to remove it. I couldn't, so I just left it.
Did you do double border?
No, I didn't. I think the issue came after I added this particular sentence here. So that's where the issue started coming up. But if I put a normal, like a name like the other ones here.
It seems like an extra distance to me. It seems like an extra colon. Did you add more colon?
No, I didn't add any more. I didn't add more colon.
It's not an extra colon.
No.
Seems like an extra colon.
I don't know, maybe when I was trying to add, but I'm going to look at it again, Shad. I was already tired, so that was why I couldn't do more again about it yesterday, but I'll look at it again to see where I made the error.
You guys, well done. Well done. I really love this. Go up. Let me see the one that has different colors. Let me see how I do that.
The one that has
Okay.
this one.
Okay, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. The fourth and fifth. Rather, yes.
Okay, this 4th and 5th.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well done, guys. So try to check maybe later today because I know you've done it. This is a lot. I'm sure the line of code is like up to like 400 and something, if not more than 400, close to 500 for the line of code. So you guys have really, really tried. I'm really proud of every single person that took up time, like their sleeping time and everything they were supposed to do just to achieve this, right? Well done, guys. Well done. Okay, so um mm, 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 um I'm thinking of, okay, Ijai. After Ijai, who wants to share their screen? So it's only 4 people that made attempts to do their homework in the class. Where is Fatima? Is Fatima here?
Yeah, she said she had to go to the clinic. She already told me about it, that she might not be around for the first part of the class, that she had to go for checkup
Oh,
at the hospital. So she'll be around during the after the break shoot, so she'll be around.
all right. All right.
Yeah.
Ijai, I've made you calls so you can share. So after Ijai, no one else.
Different. How is that Santorini? Now, one of the latest places to open in Abuja.
Who's that person? Can you introduce yourself?
See, when you mention those kind of places, you know that you are going there to spend so amount. Like, if you are going to such places, just have it in the back of your mind that this is.
Who is that person? Can you mute yourself?
Okay, what I was saying is that I did mine on separate pages. That was the tables. I didn't combine them on the same web page. I hope that's all right.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So this is the coding for the first assignment. That's for the first table, let me say. So this is how it looks like on the web page.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the second table, this is the coding for the second table, and this is how it looks on the web page. And for the third, it looks this way.
Hello?
This for the next.
Yeah, good morning.
Wait, go back to that one again.
I'll call you back.
Okay, this particular.
Please, can you mute
Okay.
yourself?
Okay, I should show it on the web page or just the code?
Just the web page. Just the web page.
All right. This is it.
Okay. All right. I thought it was like, I thought Tony didn't have a color. I thought Tony was just blank. But you can continue.
All right. So this is the coding for the next one, and this are this for the Next one. This for the last one, I would say. So that's where I stopped. I thought you said 1 to 7 on the
Oh,
the
okay. I
website.
actually said to 13, right? When
Okay, you still
I
okay.
still
I
made
thought I
it.
had to reduce it, so I stopped at the 7th one.
Oh, okay. But at least you tried. You made an attempt. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Ijayi. Well done.
Thank you.
Do you have any question?
Well, not really, but maybe as we in subsequent times, I might ask the question. Yes, I just want to know how to combine them on the same web page because that was the problem I had.
Okay,
From the
so the
heading.
thing is that what you are
Hello?
supposed to do is that, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
When you finish writing the last one, you were just supposed to continue on that page, right? It's not like it's difficult to combine. You're just supposed to
Yes.
write it on that same page.
Okay.
But
The
the only thing is
idea.
just that after that first one you do, you can leave a line to indicate that you're going, or two lines to indicate that you're starting something new.
Okay, 2 lines.
Yes, so you will not
Oh,
have to write doc type and body, all those things again, right? You just continue in the body where you stopped the previous one, like
okay.
number one.
Can
After number one, you move to the next one. Did you see? Did you see Ellie's screen?
yes,
Were
I
you
did.
here yes. Did you see how ours was
Yes,
when
I
she
saw
showed
it.
her code? Exactly. Everything was on the same line. She didn't have to write the doc type, head and body all over and all over again, right?
Yeah, but can I like link the well, like link the work from these pages, like combine them using the link, like
Um,
the href
um,
and
you just have to copy and paste them into one file.
okay, I
Or
can't like right?
if you want to link it, you link it the way I taught you how to link yesterday. Those are the two
Oh,
ways you can do it. So from one
oh
page, you can move to the next page, right? So it's either you
yeah,
link
yeah.
it using pages, you link it using pages, that is, you put the name of the HTML like assignment 7, then in assignment 7, you put assignment 6. So you are linking it from one page to another, or you just put copy and paste everything into one file, and everything has one file. So those are the two ways it can be.
Okay. I thought of linking them, but yeah, so let me just leave it for now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So that's that.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else wants to share? Not anybody else wants to share. Who is the next person that wants to share? Because everybody's supposed to share. Oh yeah, oh, you guys are wasting time. It's already like 9:30.
Okay,
But
please
if you
can I share where I was having issues?
okay, yes, you can. Let me make you host. All right, I made you host. Ozioma, you sent your file. Can you share your screen? I know you sent your file. Like, I want to see it so that I can do some corrections if there is a need to.
Okay, this is what I'm having. The borders here are small. It's supposed to be like center, then probably this one here. So it doesn't fit the description. It doesn't fit this description. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, what did you say?
I said this is the output I'm getting. It doesn't match this.
Okay, why it doesn't match is just that this Fiesta. Okay. This Fiesta does not have the same width. Wait. Before I even answer, who wants to try? The people that did it, what's the mistake here? The people that did this homework, who wants to help out?
Okay, for the Fiesta, please, what's the question?
He said that the image is not tallying. Can you see what he did?
Yes.
Can you see the what he's trying to get? Can you see his output? So what do you think he did wrong?
1, 2, 3. I'm thinking the width is too much. And also there's an extra row added. Is it column or row? It's supposed to be just 1, 2, 3. But his is actually 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay. I see what he did now. Okay. I see what he did. So he made it long instead of taking up. He's supposed to take up two spaces to the from left to right. That is the row. He's supposed to take up 2 rows, and he's also supposed to take 2 columns. But what he did was take two columns in 1 row. So I think that's the issue.
Do you get that, movie?
So he's extended it. He's made it long instead of. You see that?
Do you think it's just? Do you think it's just that? Do you think it's just him just making it longer? Look at the column very well.
It's long because it's long because he made his column span 1 instead of 2. They're supposed to be 2. Column span 2, row span 2. That means
for Fiesta. You're supposed to have 2 row span and 2 column span.
This is true.
No, not there. Right? Not in that one. The TR that has the Fiesta.
Yes.
And moreover, so if you notice if this Fiesta, there's a colon in between that Fiesta. It's just in that Fiesta block that there is no colon, right?
So there's no colon in the Fiesta box.
No. What I mean in the Fiesta box, if you look up, there's like 2 colon on top. If you look down, there's 2 colon on top. But yours, there's no 2 column on top of your own. So the second row is just supposed to be 3. Then it's now the second one. Your second row itself is not really correct. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. The first row is correct, right?
The first row is correct.
Okay.
Then the second one is not yet correct.
Okay. So what is missing?
So for the second one, right? You didn't put. It's supposed to just be 3 columns, right? But what you did, minimize your Visual Studio Code. Let me show you what you did.
Okay.
Can you see? The 3 of them are not equal. The first one is longer than the remaining 2. And your 2022 is not even yet correct. It's supposed to cut across to the last one. So yes, it's 3 colons, but the 3 colons are equal. That's for the second line. So take it line by line, right? Then the second one is what is a bit different. Is 1 row, then 2 columns that's using what that is like after each other, but the 2 that is after each other. For that Fiesta, what it is just that it is 1 column, 2 row span. So 1 column, 2 row span. But the first one is 3 rows. 3 columns. So you're supposed to have in TR, you're supposed to have TD 3 times. That's for the second line.
Oh, no, I did.
Yes, that's what it did. But they're
Yes.
supposed to be equal.
Yes, it's not equal. That's
How did you style?
okay. Maybe it's the styling.
I think the mistake is making is at that fiesta after, like it's supposed to add one more TD to that same fiesta before you now have a TR. You have one there, then another TR that has 3. Okay, so it's
Yes,
just
I
one that is
agree.
supposed to
It's
be
in
at
the
that fiesta
TD.
side. Just remove one
Yes,
of
just
it here.
one.
Then that
Yes.
same fiesta, go back to the fiesta, you are not. And so add coal span too.
This, not row span.
Yeah. Up,
Okay.
yeah. Where you added the row span beside it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just add, coal span.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think that's better.
And it remains this last.
I can't
Okay,
really
so it
see your
remains the
screen
last
maybe.
one. I think it's 3, right?
Yes, it's 3.
Okay, it remains the last one. I'm coming. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Please, can I see the image you have currently? Can you shift it? I can't see. I'm only seeing a portion of it. Why is it my eye?
Can you see
Did you
it now?
zoom in? Maybe
I
you
didn't
zoom.
zoom in.
Oh,
Maybe.
yes, I zoomed in. Sorry. I zoomed in. Oh, okay.
Yes, I think it's okay now.
Yes, it's
It's not.
okay. You should just
No,
Okay,
expand the
now
not yet.
width.
Okay. The
Not
last
okay.
one.
Okay, to expand the width, Abby.
Yes.
Yes.
Supposed to just
Yes, it's
reduce.
too
That's just,
long.
yes, that's just the thing that is left.
Yes. But yes, it's correct now.
Can you go back to your VS Code? Let me see what you did. That means. Can I look at your style? The CSS. Okay.
I didn't do CSS. I didn't do CSS.
Okay. Yeah. Like this style. Sorry. Dot table.
Okay, so wait.
Okay. I think I can't really figure out why that is so long, but maybe if you try that width first or something, maybe you should just make your table, just make it like give a how will I put it?
Number. You should make it 100.
One
Let's see.
figure for the table.
Oh. Okay, that means it has to do with the other side. You didn't add it. That means it didn't span across all of it. It's just for the one side.
Yes, and there's something I'm supposed to add to it. That is.
So what I just did basically is I just made the table, like styled the table and made the width a 40% so that whatever it is, each of the boxes will follow that this thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you should add the width
Like go to your
the
style
table
first.
side.
Yes, exactly.
Instead of at
So
the
just
at the
make your
top.
table like, yes, just select the whole of table. Like go to your style, main style.
And remove the table.
So table, just as if you're selecting table. Like table, the curly brackets. The curly bracket. So you can make the width like maybe 50%, let's see. Or 40%, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so remove the width from that other place. Or maybe you can just comment the width there. Comment it. Okay, so let's see.
It's still the same thing. Probably he should go to his school.
I'm not seeing your screen, sorry.
Okay.
Ow. The same thing. I can't exactly tell what again the problem is. So
Okay, let me delay the class. We continue.
It's from the width. The width cut across 100%, right? And you want the three of them to be equal.
Yes.
okay, so maybe you should add TD and TH to that same thing, to that table, comma TD, comma TH.
Meruve, I think you can give you see how you've separated all the properties. You literally had to do class for TH, TB, and TD. You can actually put the TH, comma, TD, comma, TD on one line and write all of those properties if it's the same border color, and border and all of that thing.
All right, let me try that.
Okay.
So have you fixed it now?
Not yet.
Okay, so let's just continue. So who
No.
else has a question? Who else has a question before we proceed?
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Elizabeth. I actually have a challenge using class and ID. That's why I've not submitted my assignment.
Okay,
But
so
I'm
what's
planning to, I don't know, go through that W3 schools again to see how I can
your
use.
challenge? State your challenge.
My challenge is actually using it in grouping the styling you give to the tables. Like now, because in my assignments, what I did was I just in my table in the title, after the title tag, and in the styling I just put a style for the table. So then I discovered that that styling I used for the table affected all the tables generally. So I didn't know how to tweak each of them to affect maybe just the first two tables and the next two tables. So when I discussed with Elise, she told me that I wasn't supposed to use a general for.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to go through W3 schools to read on class and ID and understand it perfectly. So I'll be able to submit my assignment over the weekend. So I just wanted to explain why I've not submitted my assignment.
All right, but Elizabeth, which
Yes.
if you want a particular, if you notice when I said I talked about class and IDs, right? I said class
Yeah.
and IDs are solving a problem. And problem
Yeah.
is solving is the fact that if you want to style and you just call table, it's going to affect every table that you want to like style or whatever. So whenever you want to use class and ID, you use it for the specific elements you want to change. The difference between two of them is just that for class, you can use class for more than one element, but for ID, you cannot use ID for more than one element. Your ID just has to be one element.
Okay, so which one do you think I'm going to use for, the first two tables? Like there was only a border around the general numbers, like there were no lines in between the rows and columns. So for the first two tables, if I want to style for those first two tables, am I going to use class or ID?
You use class because for class, you can use class for more than one element.
For more than one, okay.
So the exact one you want to change, you put your class name there, then you style the class name.
Okay. I think I get it now. I will try to work it out and I will send the screenshot to the group page.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I guess that's all. Then just still submit on the group chat, even if you showed me. So well done to every single person. Okay, Ezra, do you have Ezra, I can see that you're raising up your hand.
Yeah, just but I could share my own screen, maybe if there were some corrections or anything you wanted to add.
Okay. I've made you post. You can share your screen.
So yeah, this is what I was able to do. I tried to make it as close as possible. Just this was the first one you gave from W3 schools. I think mine is just a bit wider, but I think it just gets the
Yeah. You get the idea.
yeah.
And
so this was the second one. So I was just trying to make it as close as possible again. Sorry, just give me a second. So yeah, this is what I was able to do.
Okay.
And the code, let
Did
me
you miss
see.
anyone? Did you miss anyone?
I don't think so. I tried to do everything.
Did you have a challenge? Do you have a question?
Not exactly. Okay, to be honest, I'm not really a novice per se, but I was just still able to. Let me see if I can share my code.
Okay. Share your code.
It's a bit long,
It's going to
so
be marked. I'm just doing the correction. I've told you that for everybody that submitted the assignment on the group chat, is going to show in their groupings, right? So in as much as it's important you should submit, it's also important that you should share your screen, right? Also share your screen. It's your assignment that will determine the group I'll pair you in.
right. So pardon, the code is really long. So
Okay.
but basically this is it. I don't really have any question. I was able to go through it, and it took me a while, but basically I think I got it as much as possible.
All right. Well done,
Thank you.
Mr. Ezra. Well done. Well done, guys. For everybody that did their homework, well done. I'm too proud of you. You are doing well. You are really doing well. So for the rest of us, please let's ensure that we also submit, also submit our homework, even if we cannot share our screen. So today we're looking at HTML forms, responsivity, and layouts, right? So that's what we'll be looking at today. So we'll start with layout and responsive. Then we'll do HTML forms after the break. And I'm doing that because your homework will be on HTML forms and you will also be doing a calculator. But for the calculator, I'll give you a material that will be a guide for you to achieve that, right? So that will come after the class. Then these remaining things that we will not do here, the iframes, JavaScript, file paths, head, computer code, excuse me, semantics, style, got sorry about that, entities, symbols, emojis, chat sets, URL and code, and HTML. Make sure you actually go through them. That's part of your this today we'll be doing I'll be giving you a lot of assignments actually. So let's start with the layouts, right? So for your HTML, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So can I? Okay. I wanted to say I should be made host, but I'm already host. So let's just continue. So there's a particular template, right? CSS template or layouts on how your website should be or can be. So in this example, they've created a header, 2 column boxes and a footer on small screens, right? The columns will stack on top of each other. If you resize the browser to see the responsive effects, you learn more about this. Don't worry, learn more about responsivity. So if we need that what increase, so this if is increased, take the full weight of a what a browser, and this when is reduced. So can you see when it's like in a phone format? All right, so for this layout, you will see that they stacked what elements together to create what the layout, but most of all of this was designed using your HTML, your style, right? If you see this place, the body, we have an H2, which is a CSS layout float. Then you have an example, just showing you an example and all of that. Then we have our header. So our header is showing cities. So this cities is what your header, right? Then after your header, you have a section. Then in your section, you have a nav. So the nav have what? Your what? UL, that's another list, which is all of this here. And if you click on them, to take you to the other place. This is for London, right? Click on Paris to take you to, okay. Take you to the same thing. The same thing. So they divided this nav bar and this article. The article H1 and P. So this is an article what element. If you want to write like an article, you use the article element. And all of it is in this section. If you notice, everything here is in a section, right? But it's just that they are what shared. Then we have the footer. So if you look at the CSS, see how they styled. If all of us started with a box sizing, right, in the style, they gave it a border box. That is, it should be like in a box. Then after that, they started styling each of the elements. They styled the body and they gave it font family. Then the header, that's the cities, this one here. So in the cities, we can see what? In the cities, we can see background color, padding, text align. Text align just mean put the text in the center. The padding and margin, you'll not be able to see it yet. You see it later on. Don't worry. When we start doing CSS, you'll be able to identify where your padding and your margin is. Then the color, that is the text. Color should be what's white. Then if you can remember this article section, right? That has the word nav and your article. So what they did was that they created 2 columns, that is 2 boxes. So one box is floating next to each other. The nav is floating to the left and the article is right beside it, right? Normally, the nav and the article, they are what? Block elements. And if you can remember what I said about block elements, who can remember what I said about block elements yesterday? Anybody, so that I'll be sure that you guys are following me.
They take the space of the page there.
Yes, it takes the page of the space, right? But we can see here that your nav do not take the space of the page. I was saying that block elements are what? They are stingy. They don't like to share. Is your inline that shares, right? But we can see that here we have 2 block elements, but they are staying side by side each other. So we use the floats to achieve that. That is, we floated our nav to the left so that London could flip through it, and everything was inside the word section elements. So we gave the UL a non-listing style. That's why you don't have one all those bullet things there, because you eat the style. They made this thing floats and all of those things. All of these designs is what's responsible for how this layout looks like. So if you see websites, most of the websites you have, they follow all these layouts. That is, there's an header, there's a section, and there's what? There's a footer. So yes, there are different types of words, there are different types of layouts. So the layout element has several semantic elements that define the part of a web page. But this is the most famous. We always have the header as the first thing when you're trying to create your HTML layout, right? So after your header, we always have your words nav, of which your header defines a header for a document or a section. Then we have our nav. So the nav defines a set of what? Navigation links. So the nav is all this. This is an example of a nav. This line here that has the what? The house, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all the likes. So that's an example of a nav. Then your section. Your section defines a section in your document that is a part of your document. We can see this part now. They call this what? A section, right? Is part of what? Your document. Then we have article. So article defines an independent.
Network is breaking, please.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma.
Right.
Your network was breaking.
Okay, so I went to reload. So for footer defines the last section of your document. Is for the last section. Every website, most websites always have a footer. So when you see your website, it comes with a footer automatically, right? And it defines a heading for the details elements. So there are 4 different techniques to create multi-column layouts. Each technique has its frames and its cons. So we have CSS framework, we have CSS float property, we have CSS flexbox, we have CSS grid. So the CSS framework that we have is what? Bootstrap. I don't know if you've heard of it before, right? So if you want to create your layout fast, you can use a CSS framework. So W3 schools to have their own framework, which is w3.css, right? Or you can use Bootstrap. So this W3 CSS, it just helps you create the layout of your website. They've already written some classes for you in CSS. So in the classes that you've written, or they've got written down the templates. This is an example of a portfolio template. So what you just do is that you just what? You just copy it. That is, copy the text and you now edit it to fit what you want, right? So this is an example of a portfolio one. I'm coming. This is can you see it? I'm trying to make it. Okay. My only concern, right? About because I wanted to copy this and save it in my own HTML.css, but my only concern is that you may not. Okay, yeah. So can you see the website? So they've already done it for you. This is a framework. They've already created the website for you. So you're just one that will just edit it to fit your own. Or otherwise, you create classes. A class name has been created. And the class name that has been created, what do you do with the class name that has been created? You edit it. So they haven't allowed you to download. But you sign up to pay. So can you see this website? We've created audio. This is about these photos. This is for contact me. And all of those things, right? This one is specifically for what? W3 Schools portfolio. I mean, W3 Schools alternate of Bootstrap. But we're not going to take Bootstrap in this class, right? Some people actually prefer using Bootstrap than to create their own CSS, like their own CSS code. While some other people, they prefer using Bootstrap. So the idea behind Bootstrap is that a lot of classes are being written to do some functions for you, like to do or carry out a lot of things, a lot of design. So what you just do if you're using Bootstrap is that you're calling those class that has already been written for you into your HTML file that you're trying to create so that it can fit what you want to achieve. That is, I said that CSS is like giving life to a skeleton and HTML is a skeleton. So all of those Bootstrap things, right? They are giving life to your words, to your CSS. So they are, I said there are 4 different ways you can achieve your CSS layout. The first one is using what? Frameworks. And I've shown you 2 types of frameworks, which is a W3.css or your Bootstrap. And the other one is the float layout, which was the example you saw earlier. How they could divide this London and nav and all of that. So they use float. So the float is easy to learn. You just need to remember how the float and clear property works. But the disadvantage is just that the floating elements are tied to the document flow, which may harm the flexibility. That's only the disadvantage, right? For your CSS floats. Yeah, so that's for your what? CSS floats layout. Then for your flexbox layout, the use of flexbox ensure that your elements behave predictably when the page layout must accommodate different screen size and different display device. So this one is more about flexibility, how we can affect, how we can show, or how we can interrupt or be presented in different screen size, because it's not everybody that has the same screen size, right? Some people have what? Some people have laptop devices, phone, some people have tab, and your website is supposed to show in those 3 layouts. So if it's going to show in those 3 layouts, how it's going to show in those 3 layouts is very, very important. And that is where responsive comes in, and you get to learn more in responsive. So your flex box ensures that the elements behave predictably when the page layout must accommodate different screen. That is, if it's in a laptop, it should behave, it should come out well. If it's in a phone, it should come out well. If whatever output, like no matter where the output to come out from, the layout should be good, right? Then the CSS grid layout. So the grid layouts just offers a grid-based layout system with rows and columns, making it easier to design your web page without having to use float and positioning. So you will not use float and positioning to give your website a layout. You use what? This flex box. This is how flex box is. Don't worry, we'll get to see it when we start doing CSS. You understand it better, right? So either you use flex, you use float, you use grid, or you use what? A framework in order to achieve your layouts. And it's your CSS that is responsible for your layouts, that's responsible for your design. The HTML is just to give you your markup, right? Then any other design you want to do is your CSS that responsible. If, for instance, you want to create a website like this, whereby there's an header, there's a menu, main, right, footer, you can put everything in a grid, right? You put them in a grid layout. It makes you like put your system, your rows and columns in a good place for your website to come out nice, right? So that's the idea behind layout your HTML. So you get to see this fully when we do CSS and all of those things. But do you guys understand what I've been saying since? If you are with me and you understand, give me a thumbs up. But if you don't get it, give me that blue sign, the opposite of the thumbs up. Are you with me? All right. So we all got that, right? Hmm? Okay. I've gotten more than one thumbs up, so we can move. Just want to be sure that everybody is 2, 3, 4, 5. I've gotten 5 thumbs up. So we can move. We can proceed to the next one, which is responsive, right? So there's a particular way at which you can make your website responsive. And that is why from here, right? Sorry. It's loading. I wanted to show you something from our HTML file, right? But the responsive web page is about creating a web page that looks good on all devices. Like on all devices, it should be it should still look good. That is, the images should not be distorted because it's your phone, and while it's on your laptop and your this thing, it has another kind of vibe, right? So it should maintain a particular consistency across any type of device that you'll be using. It has not come out. But what I just wanted to show you was all this meta name that is in your words, in your index.html, that is in your head. So you get to see what all this meta name, viewpoint, meet device with initial scale 1.1. It's just setting the viewpoint, right, to create a responsive website. So you can use that using this meta name. Sorry. So you can do that, create using that what meta name, right? So this will set the viewpoint of your page, which will give the browser instructions on how to control the page's dimensions and scalings. So it's able to know that, okay, now this is in what? In a particular view, right? It's no more in web, it's now a phone. See, this is without the view meta. This is a phone device. This is with the view meta. And there's a way you can check your device, right? When you're trying to, if you create a website and you're trying to figure out how the website should look like and all of that coming. I don't know why this is not opening. I'm coming, I'm trying to open a file so you see what I'm saying better. I don't know why it's responding slowly. I'll just open file since the folder isn't responding the way it's supposed to. Okay, right? So we have this, right? So I clicked on Control U. Then I showed you what inspect. So if you want to see your layout or maybe a device, so you come here, then you toggle, right? So this is a responsive what dimension. So you pick the device you want. These different types of phone. If it's an iPhone X, right? So you see that your website, can you see that this is not responsive? This particular thing here is not responsive because the image did not fit for what. So you put this place as 100%. Yeah, it. But this is how you just check when you're trying to check for devices that maybe an iPhone, how it's going to look like your web page is going to look like on an iPhone, how it's going to look like on a pad, how it's going to look like when you're trying to test, right? Maybe an iPhone 6, 7, 5S, and all of those things, or you can edit it to fit whatever you want it to fit. Maybe the device you're trying to make it. So we use our words inspect, right? So responsive is just to the end that you have a website that is what that can fit any screen. So this is it without the view meta tag and when it has the view meta tag. So if you are browsing this page on the phone or a tablet, you can click on two links above to see the difference. So can you see? So open this on a tab or a phone so that you can see the difference very well. than this one. You see the difference much better when you look at it from a phone. From here, you not really get the difference. So responsive images are images that scale nicely to fit any browser. So you use the width property. So the width property is always 100, like I mentioned, and the image will be responsive, and it's to scale up and on what to scale down. Just like the example above, the image can be scaled up to be larger than its original size. A better solution in many cases would be to use maximum width property instead. So if you can be larger and all of that, so you use your maximum width to the end that this image does not get distorted. So using the maximum width property is to set it towards 100%, and the image will scale down if it has to, but never scale up to be larger than its what original size. Like it will not grow larger just because it wants to fit maybe the tab or the image. And if it's coming to fit the iPhone, it's not going to just show some parts, it's going to show everything, and everything is going to fit in nicely. So these are different, it will show different image depending on browser width, right? It's the same image, but their width cannot be the same, in the sense that the picture element allows you to define different images for different browser and window size. I remember when we were doing images, I spoke about this picture element, right? So you can resize the browser window to see how the image below can change depending on your width. There's also responsive text. So responsive text can be set with a VW unit, which means viewpoint width, right? And the way the text size will follow the size of the browser is how it will be. Then we have our media queries. In addition to resize text and images, it's also common to use media queries in responsive web pages. With media queries, you can define completely different styles for different browser. Don't worry, I'll give you opportunity to try these things, especially from the layouts when I finish explaining. So this is a full example of how a web page, a responsive web page should look good on large screen and also on small mobile. So there are frameworks you can use. You can use w3.css to achieve that. You can use Bootstrap and all of those things, right? So yeah, we can go back to our layouts. You can go back to our layout now and click on you'll try it yourself. And let's see how that works. So everybody is expected to open the layout and to check it out. Like open the layout and check it out. Open the layout and check it out. Everybody is expected to do that now. So click on try it yourself to the layouts. Check everything out that we're doing. Then after the layout, go to the responsive and also try. Then if you have any question, you can ask me. I hope you are all going through the try it yourself and all of those things I told you to do. So when you are done, click done in the group chat. I've been talking since I didn't know I was muted. So hope we are trying out the try it yourself in the layout and the responsive. So when you are done, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section in the chat, like maybe a thumbs up, so that I can know that you are done. And also, I want you to also ask questions when you're confused, but just play around with it, look at it, see what it can do, and all of those things. So nobody is done yet. Are we still trying it? Are you guys still with me? Okay, still trying. All right. what is the updates now? Are we still almost done? Right? You guys should respond. I want to hear you. Like, drop a smiley in the chat so I'll know that we're together. Are you guys there? Nena, do you want to say something? Are you almost done? Okay. Okay. Are you guys almost done? And where is Sharon? Sharon that just joined us yesterday. Is she on this chat? Well, it's only change your mood if you didn't do it. And why it is quiet at the moment is because I want you guys to I want you guys to try out something, right? So that's why it's calm. So that's why I'm expecting feedback that have you done try it yourself? Has anybody finished? It's almost time for our break, by the way. So when we come back for our break, I expect that we are finished. Should be trying it out or be looking at something new. And if you have questions, you can tell me by then. So it's 11. Tolu, are you here?
I am here. We can go on break, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Till 12. Thank you, Miss Titi.
You're welcome.